So instead of working out today, because I am a little under the weather, feel it, I am going to show you guys my favorite spot to go to in the Bronx, hidden gem, a nature trail. And when you say nature trail in the Bronx, you probably get a little confused, but let me explain. Orchard Beach has gone under some serious renovation. The water has gotten cleaner, contrary to what people say, and the surrounding wildlife made its way back during the COVID season when the cars stopped driving around on the Hutch, which is very close to Orchard Beach. People started to stay inside. The wildlife came back. And this trail has a lot of stuff, from reptiles, garden snakes, deer, cardinals, blue jays, owls even. And this is the trail, so I just wanted to do a quick video, post it for you guys to see. And it's October, I believe 3rd. And yeah, October 3rd. And we are on the trail, and it's like 80 degrees today in October. It's a great day. So let me show you this trail. So we got the markers right here. And it's two different trails. The entrance is always a little flooded, and we just had some crazy rain. So it's gonna be muddy, and that's why I wear my old Air Maxes, so that I can get it dirty. No one cares. So there should be a blue marker and a red marker. And I've taken this trail quite a few times. I'll be very honest with you. Kazimiroff Trail, I don't know exactly what marker it is to follow, but I will make sure to try to pay attention today. Now over here is the little marsh area, the Long Island Sound that drifts into Orchard Beach. And very surprisingly, because the season's over, there's no litter, which is something that this trail, as beautiful as it is, deals with, because people don't know how to be clean. Now over here, I will take you to this little lookout as acorns fall, and they're making their way on the floor. See, there's wildlife all over the place. A little lizard running across. Let's see if I can see him. See him? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There he is. Yeah, that's a decent sized little lizard right there. I told you, there's a lot of wildlife here, surprisingly. He's a big size too. There he goes. Well, anyways, what I was trying to show you guys is this little area right here. That's, I believe, Hart Island or Hunter Island. And it's one big loop, so I didn't take it. Kazimiroff Trail is a lot bigger. This is, I think, low tide. Tide's out. It's not far in. Could be wrong. But that's Hunter Island or Hart Island. And it's just one big circle. This is the bigger trail, the nicer trail that I found during COVID. Now, the best part about this trail is that there's in the beginning, a lot of points where you can actually come off the trail and soak in the view. Now, this little part right here, because of the rain, dirt's a little weathered away, eroded away, so you got rocks, you gotta be careful. But this is a better view of Hart Island. Come out here, this barrier right here. I believe at one point it was a bridge that connected to the island, Hunter Island over there. When the tide is out, you can actually walk from Hunter Island or Hart Island right across to this island right here. People actually do that, or they swim across, they spend the day there. You see someone going across right now. And it's just beautiful views right here. Over there is New Rochelle. And this is just beautiful. Hard to believe this is the Bronx. One thing about that Hunter Island over there, or Hart Island, I keep forgetting which one it is, but I will include a map picture in this video at some point, that there's more historical signs over there for that island. Um, those glacial formations, they have signs talking about that, how that some of the rocks were made. And I'm going to show you my favorite part of this trail, that the glacial formations that happen, believe it or not, all around the world, happen to form on this trail. And I call it the Stonehenge of the Bronx. But I'll show you when we get there. See me walking through the trail. Now the New York City Parks Department does come back here to check the trail and drive around. Here's another part you can branch off to. A lot of movement in there. Lizards, chipmunks. Another part right here. People will bring their chairs and just sit here all day. I've been saying I'm going to do that, bring a cigar and just sit here and watch the views, but today I'm not doing that. Maybe tomorrow. But look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Literally a hidden gem of the Bronx. Especially this is the perfect time of the year to go. Just look at that scenery. There is Hunter Island, or Hart Island. I believe it's a Hunter. And then there's that island over there. People are fishing. You do catch oysters and clams and crab and things and like that over here. It's just beautiful. And fairly clean today. I remember taking this trail during COVID. Never knew it existed, just found it by accident. And saying, wow, this is cool. They put bridges up. There's some other like old stove type things that were made a long time ago. Now, this is definitely screwed up. So I'm gonna walk on the joist of this bridge. They need to fix that. And the nice thing about this trail is, if you listen carefully, you hear the ocean. And it's just, look at it, you just forget I'm in the Bronx and just look at this trail. I usually go to Harriman State Park, haven't been there in a while, but this will do for a quick walk. I'm trying to breeze through it a little quick because I'm on a time restraint today, so I can try to show you everything. You just stay bearing to your right. Every time the road will turn, you're just gonna stay to your right. This is the full experience Kazimiroff Trail, and you're gonna stay to your right. And the trail is about, depending on how you walk, I would say like 30 minutes. I believe it's just like a mile and a half, maybe 2. I actually tracked it before, so I can give you the exact mileage. But get to the nice part of the trail right here coming up. And like I said, you're just gonna stay to your right. Okay, we are almost at the part that I love. And the way they know you're there is usually there is a garbage can that is right there. Today there's 2 of them. And you're gonna make this right. Take this little trail. Chipmunk. And this is definitely my favorite part of the trail, undoubtedly. And I don't know what kind of plant this is right here. Good. It's common reed, another lizard, saw it. But this is absolutely my favorite part of this trail. And the reason is you just walk these planks right here through this marsh. Now, I've never seen this fill up with water, but that is the reason they're there. And all of those are crabs. Look at all the crabs. Awesome. See them all moving? So the water came in. Look at all of them. Look at them going through the grass. These are all little crabs. That I actually never seen here. Look, here they go. Tons of them. And I think they're all here from the weather. And I have never seen this many over here like this. And I've done this trail well over 80 times. And they're moving because I'm moving across these planks. Well, enough filming the crabs. Let's keep walking. Enjoy this beautiful view. Now over there, if you are a Bronxite, that's technically over there, that's Westchester, and that is actually Glen Island. I know that for a fact. I'm not going to get it confused like the other island back there. That's Glen Island. It's a park I used to go to a lot. It's a nice little walk around the park over there. There's some historics there. It's a cannon with some signs that explain the significance of the cannon on this certain area. But that's Glen Island over there. It's New Rochelle. You could actually see the city buildings from New Rochelle. And this, you just take. We're gonna go to what I like to call the Stonehenge of Orchard Beach. All right, we made it across, and these crab guys they're over here too, all over the place. I gotta step off over here though. Hopefully I don't step on them. Get through this common reed, plant's called. Now, during the summer, there are a lot of bugs over here. So when you're going through these, just be aware. Check for ticks. They are out. There was a warning sign. People come here to this little island and they will stay here all day barbecuing. Taking in the sights. People like to go down there. It's like a little ditch down there. You can hang out. Beautiful scenery. That's the trail over there we were just on. Walked across the planks. And right here is my absolute favorite part of the trail. And I didn't find this part until the second time I took this trail. And I like to call it the Stonehenge of Orchard Beach. And that is because those big rocks over there were formed from glacial formation. If I read the sign back on the other island the right way. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And you actually can get to this island when the tide is out. So I was wrong, the tide is in. When the tide is out, you can walk from right here all the way to the island. I've done it on 2 occasions, but you don't have much time. And one time I almost didn't make it back. The water comes in quick. And if I zoom in here on these little puddles, you can see the fish swimming around. Look, there's a crab there that's dead. It might not be dead, but look at the fish. And the water is actually somewhat clear today. So yeah, this is Orchard Beach, and this is the Kazimiroff Trail. And this is undoubtedly my favorite part of the trail right here. What I like to do is sit over here and just look out to the ocean, seeing that. And obviously there's only one way on this little part, one way off. That's the way you came. So you just simply about face and you walk off the trail back onto the planks, and you're back onto the initial trail, the Kazimiroff Trail. All right, we are off that little part right there. Like I said, best part of the trail. People come with their dogs. Now, I didn't take the trail back, but whenever you see this, that's the trail. Just cut around it. Back on the trail. Now, essentially, like I said, stay to your right. And this will take you all the way out to the parking lot, where you can also do this trail the reverse way, which I've done a few times as well. What I like to do is get onto the boardwalk, go from one side to the other, hop on the trail, and so far from doing that, mind you, today I rested. I'm not really feeling well today. I've done about 2.96 miles. The boardwalk on Orchard Beach is a mile from one end to the other. So this trail right here is about 1.5 miles, 2 miles, I believe. So eventually what this trail does is, you are on the New Rochelle side, Bronx side of the Long Island Sound. So when you take this straight, eventually, if you're familiar with the area, the trail will make you go this way, and you will be right across from Shore Road. And when you're on Shore Road and you look across, you're basically seeing this trail, this island, Kazimiroff Trail, which is part of Pelham Bay technically. Pelham Bay is the biggest city park in New York City. Just for people that think Central Park is, it's not accurate. Pelham Bay is. You're gonna take it to the bank with that. Go on Google. So again, when you come to this trail, there's a lot of ways to branch off. Again, came to a spot right here. Now it gets a little kind of like, damn, like I'm in the forest somewhere type feeling. You're just gonna stay to your right, like I said. The whole trail, if you follow it from when we got on from the boardwalk, which is right near section 2, the sign says Kazimiroff Trail, you are gonna just stay to your right the entire trail, because there are little branches of the trail. And you know you are almost back to the parking lot when the trail narrows a little bit, which is what it did right here. You're gonna come across, I believe, 2 more little wood makeshift bridges, which I believe are coming up. Oh, lots of acorns falling down. Yep, it's coming up right here. Once you pass these, there's about 10 to 15 minutes left of the trail. Again, depending on how quickly you walk. So, I remember we're doing this trail during COVID, finding it, saying, wow, this is a long trail. I was taking my time, even though it's the Bronx. You know, you could get lost on a trail if you're not familiar with it. Almost busted my ass because that wood was loose. These are super old, FYI. I remember saying, wow, this is cool. See, 2 of them. Once you get across these, the trail's almost done. And like I said, these are awesome. But again, they're old. I don't know how often they replace them. Some of them are a little bit loose. You don't have to walk on it. These are made for when this gets flooded and muddy. This is here. To be very honest with you, I don't take this trail that much anymore, but I'll give you a quick look. This is something that all the way back there, you could take this trail. I've only done it a few times. It leads you through really severely overgrown reed grass. And I don't even know where the entrance is back there. You have to really. So from 1960 to 1964, Co-op City was actually a amusement park. So it was like, what, 3-4 years? And it was called Freedom Land. And it was a amusement park that was a attraction that was making it like it was the entire United States. And they had horseback rides, things like that, a little train on a train track over there. And it lasted a couple of years. And if you're a Bronxite and you're my age, which I'm 36, you ask your parents, they will remember. If they grew up in the Bronx, they will definitely remember Freedom Land. Some of your parents might have actually gone there. Freedom Land was very close to over here. Now, when you hit this part right here, the trail opens up. You can see the water right to your right. And here's a nice opening to see Co-op City, which is very close to the Hutch Highway. That little swan, or Ingrid, flying in the, swimming in the water, not flying. When you see Co-op City, and you see Shore Road across the street and the body of water right here, which is part of the Hudson, I'm sorry, the Long Island Sound, not the Hudson. When you get to this part, you know you are almost out the parking lot. So you will keep on walking this way, and eventually, depending on the type of day, today, I am pretty sure, if I know my Orchard Beach, because it's so warm out, the Bronxites, they take their cars here, and that's just what they do. I guess when you're retired, you come over here when it's beautiful out and warm, and they will sit in the parking lot, and they will get their tables out, they'll barbecue, they'll play music. Usually it's some nice Spanish music. They'll play merengue. We got the cowbells going. We got the bongos out, domino table. And when you walk closer to the exit of the trail, you will hear the Bronxites enjoying the beautiful weather at the off-season hours of Orchard Beach, where you can drive here for free. During the season, you have to pay, I believe it's $15 to park. When it is Labor Day is ended, Orchard Beach is free. You can just drive on in, and that's what the Bronx natives do. They drive onto the parking lot, and they park close to the grass area, which is where the exit for this trail is, depending on where you entered. And they enjoy the day. And right on cue, you get to right here. This is literally the end of the trail, or the beginning, however you approach to go on it. If you can hear the music. Again, today it's October 3rd. It is 80 degrees out. It is a nice, beautiful day. So when I come out of here, you are going to see the nice little party going on. And as much as I dislike the Bronx in the past few years, born and raised here, I'll tell you right now, man, you gotta just take that Bronx pride sometimes and cherish it, because these are the little things. Guy's taking the bike through the trail. That's pretty dope. Always wanted to do that. But see, look at that. It's like now you leave the trail, it's party time. Everybody comes out. They park real close to over here. I actually parked over here. And they are got the music going, car trunks open, barbecues, drinks are out. Awesome day to do it. Awesome. Awesome stuff right there. Everyone is rocking out. They got the freestyle going, making you feel like you're still in the spring. And everyone's enjoying the weather. And that's what I just did. So, back to my car right now. Kazimiroff Trail, Orchard Beach. I am gonna go home and shower. And hope you enjoyed the little trail video of Kazimiroff Trail. If you're here, you definitely got to do it and enjoy the weather like everyone else is doing. Like I said, driving out right now. You can even park over here in the parking lot and walk over here, fish over here, sit over here. There's another part of Orchard Beach that you could sit and chill over here and relax. And when you come in, I didn't film this part. When you come in, you just drive through here at the roundabout. Come in basically the wrong way. You would literally enter here, but they're all closed for the season. So you just go straight. I have it closed off. Pretty self-explanatory when you come here off season. And like I said, there's tons of views over here. That's it. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video of the Kazimiroff Trail, and if you are at Orchard Beach and you want to hit the trail over there, hope this video helps. You got a little taste of what to expect. And shout out to Orchard Beach in the Bronx, because I'm pretty impressed to this day, ever since I found the trail, that it's that clean and that beautiful. So hope you guys enjoyed.